everyone, it's Morphin Mania time. I'm Captain Logan.
And I'm DJ.
And it's day 48. Today we're watching a two-parter. It's Rangers Back in Time. We get to see the first time, because this show, these things happen multiple times. It's the first time the Power Rangers get transformed into children, into child versions of themselves. And it's one of those premises that you see a lot in science fiction and fantasy shows. But Power Rangers felt the need to, they're going so bottom of the barrel, they did it twice. And they did it as a major arc, like part of the huge series finale. The Rangers are children.
2 episodes was not enough. They needed a whole...
They had to do it for 10.
A whole 10, yeah.
Yep. Except for Billy turning into an adult again, because they time travel, but then they make him normal aged again. Well, we're getting ahead of ourselves. We're going to watch the first time it happened. DJ, I've not seen this one probably since I was a kid.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, I don't immediately remember it either.
I remember when it aired. You knew what happened, though, right?
I mean, yeah, I know that it happened twice, but I don't remember like specifics from this one.
Yeah. Well, now you'll get them. Here we go. If you are watching live, thanks so much for joining us and for sticking around. This is our last show for the night of bat shooting. So a lot of you guys have been with us for a couple hours, and we sure appreciate it. Hope you're having a good time. Use the description the link in the description, of course, for the rabbit room, so you can see exactly what we're seeing. And if you're watching after the fact, however you're watching the show, make sure that you're looking at episode 39 of season 2 and get ready to press play when I say now. Here we go. Everybody, please press play right now. Boosh! It always starts with a bang.
Bookala.
Bookala, bookala. Man, we're just going to keep referencing that racist monster. I'd like to apologize to the East.
The East.
All of it.
To apologize to a direction for a second.
Yeah, just every Eastern country. That's probably offensive to like every Eastern nation.
So I bet you these kids were really excited when they got a call back that they were coming back for season 3.
I bet they were really excited to be in the show in the first place. It was so super hugely popular.
Oh yeah.
They were probably all just somebody's kid, right?
No, well, one of the kids is actually a martial artist, and I'll talk about it. It's Rocky.
Is it the Tommy kid? Oh, it's the Rocky kid?
It's the Rocky kid. I'm sure some other ones are too, but...
Well, that's great. So the Rockies have something in common. They're both martial artists, and neither one of them can act.
Well, he's actually an actor. So
fantastic.
Remember, I brought up the 3 Ninja.
Being an actor doesn't mean you can act.
Solid point.
He might actually be better than Cardenas, though.
So we are learning that she's the dancer side.
Oh, okay. She has an actual interest.
Yeah.
Cool. Getting personal details.
And I knew the actress was hired as a dancer. So.
And it's not interesting. And it's not a personal detail that maybe I've heard her talk about that before. I've listened to Karen Ashley a few times. She has a talk show on YouTube, and she talks to celebrities, and she's a good interviewer. She did one with Nichelle Nichols from Star Trek, and I actually talked to her about that at Paramorphicon, but she's a nice lady. I like her a lot.
Yeah, she came to Dragon Con with Walter Jones, and they did a panel, and she talked about how she was hired. She didn't know anything about martial arts. She didn't know what she was doing because she was a dancer, which is weird that they went with a dancer. I guess they were trying to find a Zach replacement.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
but she hasn't used her dancing at all. Like, I think this is the first reference.
So this is Ed's whole plan. Let's make them children. Why don't we roll time back far enough where there aren't Rangers? How about that?
But they still seem to know that they were Rangers. It's so confusing.
They have... I can't remember if there's a built-in reason for it here. They kind of try to make up a thing in the second time they come in for why they remember it, but nobody else does. Where they're immune. Their minds are immune to it for some reason.
Yeah, like the power coins help them.
Yes. Yeah, something power coins is the explanation for a lot of things in this show. Yeah.
Wow, they used the child actor to take... Did they do that for all of them?
I think so. Yeah, but I mean that's a cool way to introduce this.
I think the Kimberly picture was a real picture of Amy Jo Johnson, though.
It might have been with Karen Ashley too. Who knows?
But that's definitely the kid. Yeah.
Yep.
And
yeah,
then
that's
this
that
is the
kid.
guy. He's in the fourth Three Ninjas movie. He plays Colt, not Rocky. Ironically, there's a character named Rocky in those.
There
movies.
are 4 of those.
There's 3, like with the same actors that I like, and then there's a 4th one they made way later with completely different actors. And
like Home Alone 5.
Yeah. It's terrible.
No, this is kind of fun though. Introducing these kid actors this way,
Yeah.
and like you can say it's too convenient or whatever, but A, you're watching Power Rangers, and B, Zed like got the idea from this. So
I know why the Kimberly girl didn't look familiar, because Kat is the one that's in it the second time.
Yes,
like shrink back.
Yes, of course. I don't know what the Kimberly girl looks like.
Yeah, that's why I didn't recognize the picture.
Yeah, I have not seen this since it aired. And I don't think I saw all of it when it aired either. I either only saw the second part or I saw like part of 1 and all of 2. I was at some friend's house. I actually remember that.
That stinks for the Kimberly girl. She didn't get to come back because her actress left.
Yeah, and everybody else is still there.
I know.
That's the only one that got changed in 3.
Yeah.
Zed, you're fantastic. We're 39 episodes in, and you haven't accomplished anything. Good job.
Oh, he just spun his staff. That was fancy.
That actor is getting bored doing the same thing all the time. Thomas Edgell, aren't teenagers technically kids?
They actually do the Superman thing.
They do the Superman thing. They roll the earth backwards. But does everybody get younger?
I guess so.
Spin back to your powerless past.
But it's like they don't go back to their lives.
Mm-mm.
They just go back.
This show does not remotely understand time travel, and not like the Legends way. Like this makes Legends look like Back to the Future. Like it's
Appleby would not be their teacher. Rocky, Aisha, and as Adam would go back to their.
I think we get a child Appleby or like a younger Appleby though, do we not?
But like it wouldn't be their, like you don't have the same teacher in elementary school and high school.
You wouldn't be in the same building. There's that.
Why didn't he just do like a de-aging thing? Like this seems like it's much more complicated.
Yeah, why did we do it with time travel? You got spells for everything. You know? You can make people look like putties.
He can see the clock going back, but nothing's happening to them yet.
Okay, yeah, if you saw that happening, you'd now be in a different location. We would be watching you all like moving backwards through your day, and this is the dumbest time travel I've ever seen. And yes, it's Power Rangers. I have a low bar for everything with the show. This stuff still annoys the crap out of me. It shouldn't, right?
I mean, with all
I guess I shouldn't care that there aren't rules, but I think it's just because I've talked about time travel so much, like.
I mean, there's probably a million other scientific concepts that they're using just as poorly that we don't get upset about.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure the way they use teleportation is absurd as well. We just use
but like that, you don't really have to know exactly how it works. You just press a button and you teleport. Like, we know how linear time works to some degree is the thing, you know?
Yeah. But I mean, Billy's inventions are doing crazy things that
this is how Zordon explains this away. Unpredictable results. Anything can happen. Mr. Roboto, it's space magic. Yeah, so I mean, I guess if you want to say, well, because he's doing it with magic, then like there doesn't have to be logic to how the time travel works, I guess. Like, oh, now they're children in the same room. Yeah, see, it's a younger Appleby. It's not actually, but we're pretending like it is.
I mean, her hair's poofy, so it's the 80s.
So we rolled time backwards, but we didn't put them wherever they would have been then.
So this is the Kimberly girl.
Yeah, I don't remember her at all. But of course, I spent a lot of time with these Bulk and Skull kids. They're actually pretty good.
They might be the best of the. I mean, I guess the Tommy kid is kind of good. He might be just as good as Jason David Frank, honestly.
Yeah, he's over the top, but
yeah, he's very. Wow.
I think the Billy kid does fine.
I like Billy and Kat.
And of course, that kid got shafted to some degree too, because David Yost got to come back like 3 episodes in. We're talking about all this before we're going to talk about it.
Yeah, we're ruining our future content.
So you remember that time when we said this thing we're going to say now?
The Adam kid is actually very similar to the adult Adam. I don't know if he's doing that on purpose or if they just got lucky.
Yeah,
with a kid that's similar.
And she's going to be how we get Tanya.
Yeah.
How we get the replacement. Yeah, Mr. Roboto, I don't know. Are they in the 80s? Does disco come back? I don't know. Jeffrey says, and yet the kids' versions of everyone are more mature than the older ones.
Wouldn't it be great if like the kid versions were like phenomenal actors? Like way better than the adult versions?
I think most of them are sort of on par, honestly.
Yeah. Which is so sad.
And this, because like,
well, Kimberly,
this is a terrible idea that like, of course a show like this is going to do. Let's replace our main actors with 6 children, because child actors are always great.
Yeah, but they're not like, when have they cared about acting quality in the show?
Yeah, that's why I work with Power Rangers. It's fine with this. It's like, this is the worst idea ever on a serious show. Even a serious comedy, like a comedy that's made competently.
So this is the ridiculous thing I wanted to tell you. The Red Ranger,
the Rock of Time. Okay, wait, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
There was a thing he used to make this happen. He didn't just pull out a staff and go, time travel.
But something was flying around the Earth. Was that the Rock of Time?
I guess it was the Rock of Time. I'm sorry, what was it?
She is a dancer.
Okay, but is she a dancer?
Probably not.
Yeah, because at this point, it seems like you're going to go for kids that sort of look like our actors before you care what their skill sets are.
Yeah.
But you said the Rocky kid is a martial artist, and he looks close enough to Rocky. Like, they got lucky with some of these kids.
They couldn't convince him to shave his ponytail, which is kind of... I'm wondering how he got away with that. Like, you would think you wouldn't have that kind of power as a kid to be like, I'm not shaving my ponytail.
Yeah. But you just look so close. We need one kid that can kick a putty. But these kids, I don't think, are actually going to kick putties, so...
I don't know. We'll see.
Don't they do the thing that they'll do later where they just, like, come up... They're just resourceful. They come up with objects in the scene that they can, like, chuck at things. And
I don't know. We'll see. But the
Baron OKC, but would any other show do it for a 10-episode arc? No, I think not.
But anyway, as I was saying, the kid who plays Rocky that we're talking about, he has never got away from this. He's been riding this since this.
What?
He calls himself on Facebook the last original Red Ranger. And he's still like, he wears like a suit. He goes to like cons and stuff.
Okay.
There's actually...
You don't count, dude. You didn't get to wear a costume.
I need to send you a link. There's an actual MMA fight coming up between him and the kid who played Justin.
What?
Yes. It's on Facebook. I'll see if I can find it again and send you the link. It's ridiculous.
We should do it in Morphin Mania.
Yes.
We should watch it.
We should
comment on. We should do commentary on it. That would be insane. So it hasn't happened yet?
No, I saw them promoting it. They're trying to find a venue.
Oh, we have to watch that.
I wish I knew his name.
We have to find a way to watch that. You blew my mind with that. That's hilarious.
It's crazy.
So our Rangers don't know they're Rangers. They will in the arc later, but not right now.
This actually makes more sense.
Yeah, but like I said, there is a throwaway explanation for it.
Yeah. It's
Look at Tommy.
Tommy's so serious.
I got this.
I'm gonna see if they really let Tommy and Rocky fight.
Yeah. See if we get a putty fight. Would it be really funny if in kid forms we got the Watch Me music? And call it 5-4-1. You just have these little kids like punching putties in the face. But of course, most of them shouldn't know martial arts right now. They're just going to dodgeball him, right?
I feel like Tommy's probably been doing it his whole life. Probably.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and he was in a stance, right? And he was like holding everybody back.
Billy was a very optimistic child.
He's real diplomatic there. He's like, we don't. I mean, if you think about it, like the way they're acting, it's like you don't know that they're necessarily hostile. Maybe they're just weirdos.
Yeah.
Something very strange happened to mimes in the 90s, DJ. I don't... Why do we keep doing these weird first-person views with things? That's stupid.
This one, when it's a person, it doesn't make any sense. Well, this is before GoPro, so he probably has like this ridiculous... It's probably just a glove attached to the camera.
I'm gonna do the rest of the commentary. But like the ball didn't make sense either because it wasn't spinning. Someone threw a ball and it just stayed stationary as it flew through the air. That's not how balls work.
Wow, that was a strong kickball there.
That's another, like, I guess I just wasn't critical of anything when I was a kid thing. Oh, they have tongues. Did you know that? Putties have tongues.
That was a really close-up shot of a putty's face.
Yeah, and he had a tongue. He was like, ah. But it was a little too close for that. That was kind of creepy, actually. It was like, ah. But, yeah, I'm not sure about Kimberly. She seems too young for the rest of them.
Here we go. Oh, he's doing some stuff.
I was saying something. I can't remember what.
He's mimicking his Tommy's yells, which is kind of fun.
Oh, they figured out the Z. Yeah, we figured out this is the easiest thing in the world now. Why does Zed send them down?
We can literally throw a kickball at them and they explode.
He's just a creature of habit, that Lord Zed. Thomas Edgehill, are the putties kids too, or did they just shrink? Are they shorter?
That's ridiculous.
I think they're shorter.
That's ridiculous that Bulk has now destroyed a putty.
Child Bulk, no less.
Well, it sure is nice of Zed to lower the strength of the putties for the kids.
Yeah, did he, though? Can I make a really obvious statement? This episode's ridiculous.
Yeah, we're really excited about it, but...
Okay, so when we get to Wild West Rangers, we're going to send Kimberly back in time, and she's going to go to Zordon, and he's going to be the Zordon from the past and doesn't recognize her. But we just turned the world backwards, and Zordon and Alpha are immune. Okay.
I guess the command center is off limits? I don't know.
Yeah, but if one person goes back in time themselves, then... I mean, I guess that kind of maybe makes some kind of sense, because this affected the whole Earth. I'm hesitating talking about logic at all with this show, as always, but that's cool, Monster. That one's crazy. It's got like a Viewmaster on its head.
It's like a different Bulk Skull theme.
Yeah, and it's like... It's like a scale. It's like just all the notes of that song, but just spread out. It's not like that at all.
It's like a prism.
You ever wonder if they do
What?
multiple
Did you
takes?
see that?
I know he's always like I'm so cool.
No, Adam actually smiled when he said smile. He did this huge smile. Everyone else was just straight face.
Oh, I know. I was gonna say when I was a kid, it never. Yeah, why is he like I love pictures? When I was a kid, it didn't even occur to me that Rocky had a different haircut.
Oh.
We've never seen Alpha do this before.
No, that was a agonizing scream. He just
The situation has become critical. My robot is screaming. But he's fine now. Ah! I'm good. I'm fine. Yes! I trapped the Rangers and I made the little android guy run around with sparks coming out of his back.
Why did you have to make them small to shrink to zap them at the picture? It seemed pretty simple.
No, this looks like a Rita plan to me. So that's your cliffhanger. You made the Rangers children by turning time back so that you could send a monster that would put them in a photograph. Why were you just like, oh, well, if they're normal size and they can morph, they'll beat the monster. So I gotta make them smaller first.
I don't know.
You know what I would have done? I would have turned the Earth backwards, and then they're back in time in like the 80s, right? And then I would stay in the present, and then I would take over the planet. See, because if you spun here's a question. He didn't spin the Earth and the Moon backwards. So, like, why is he not in a different time period than they are? Right? If you're going to go with the spinning the Earth backwards logic of that changes time just for the planet, he's not on the planet!
Well, what do you...
That's my favorite response.
I have no idea.
I feel like I'm in an episode of Space Ghost Coast to Coast right now. It's time for the second part of Rangers Back in Time. Let's do it. If you are watching with us live, of course, you're already in the rabbit room, hopefully. If you are watching after the fact, it's episode 40, and get ready to press play when I say now. Here we go. Everybody, please press play right now. Oh, back to action! Mr. Roboto says, Zed knows what he's doing, Cap. Don't question it. Aisha, that is just the goofiest face when she's like, that's a pretty goofy face.
Yeah, take that, Aisha.
Yeah. There.
We like your actress, but you have a goofy face.
Yeah, but you're giving... I don't mean she always has a goofy face. I don't mean her face is goofy. I mean she gave a goofy face.
Oh, when she smiles when they're...
Yeah, at the beginning, she just has this really goofy face. That's not a goofy face. That's a fine, nice smile, okay? I'm not saying anything about what Karen Ashley looks like. She's a nice, pretty girl, okay? I'm not like, oh, Karen Ashley has a weird face. She looks like a weirdo.
It's okay. I don't think any of the actors are going to see this.
I hope Karen Ashley watches this, and she's like, I understood what you were saying, Cap. I got you back. I know you were making fun of my face. Cap
would like pass out if he found out that one of the Ranger actors was watching this show with us.
Like regularly? Yeah, no, I would lose my mind. Now, I would have a heart attack if I found out that Todd McFarlane finally watched any of Spawn Year. That would be the big one, where I'd just be like, I don't have to do this anymore. I'm good.
Do you get like what? I don't even know what it's called. It's not stage fright. Like
starstruck?
Yeah, you get starstruck?
To varying degrees with different people. I would get starstruck if I met Todd McFarlane, partly because, or just nervous. I don't know if it's starstruck just as much as, like nerves. Like, because, you don't want to make yourself look like an idiot.
Yeah.
In front of somebody that you admire, you know what I mean? Like, or someone that you have made fun of profusely in a web series. Like, if I met McFarlane, I would worry that I would accidentally say something I would regret,
Yeah, then you wouldn't want him to actually see any of Spawn Year if you were actually going to meet him.
Yeah, Todd McFarlane, the thing I always say about you is that you are my favorite artist and my least favorite writer. And that's a compliment, really, it is.
No, yeah, take it as a compliment. I don't know if I would get starstruck because
just that first part.
Me personally, I don't care like at all about actors. Like I always just take them as their roles. Like I never, like I'm not an autograph guy.
So you
like,
don't know how you would react because you haven't actually done it.
I never care. Like I don't want an autograph. Like I don't want your name written on my book. I want it in good condition. Like that's how I look at it. So it's like, I don't know. I guess we'll find out if we go to MorphCon.
MorphCon, yeah. Well, that's fine. You don't have to talk to anybody. You can just run the camera.
Yeah, I just
I'll give you the camera.
Go to the event.
So this is my cameraman, DJ. Don't talk to him. He doesn't care about actors.
I mean, I'm sure you're nice people, but I like the fiction. I don't get into the whole celebrity thing.
Well, then why are we even going?
Because it's like our people, man.
Why am I taking you again?
It's like our people
to this show. Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, because
really funny when you meet some people that you're like, I don't know about these people. These are my people. I don't know.
Just people that like Power Rangers.
You know that Power Rangers is a fiction, right? You know that's that's how time travel works, right? No, I did not meet a lot of people like that at Power Rangers. Yep, Zed's actor is getting real bored. He's like, I constantly just stand around and pretend to yell without a mouth. So I'm gonna spin this thing. I'm gonna spin it.
I found the post. I just sent it to you. We can talk about it after.
Okay. Oh yeah, we got to do that. That just sounds like the best thing ever. Wait, what was a compliment? Wait, did I hear that wrong? Oh, look, it's Alpha.
Oh, he's on the ground.
Wow, this is the closest Vulcan skull I've ever gotten to the Power Rangers.
Alpha called him a gorilla. It's not just us.
I love it. I love how sometimes we've talked about this, how sometimes he's really competent, sometimes he's really incompetent. When he shows up and can do things like that, it's like, why don't we have Power Rangers? Just build a bunch of alphas.
I want to do the scene from Amazing Spider-Man where this janitor is like cleaning the library, and then like the Rangers come in and trash the place. Hey, we haven't seen him in forever.
Look at his suit.
He's got black hair now because it's the 80s.
I guess he's always had that Joker suit. We've talked about that. It seems brighter purple today. Yeah, and this is a Kaplan that's never seen monsters before, so he really wouldn't believe this.
Yeah. On the evils of lying.
Well, lying is bad because a scary man in a purple suit and toupee told me so. Wait, no! No. Nope. Kaplan sees a robot appear, walks past it, keeps on, it disappears. He looks behind him for a minute, and he's like, oh, that was weird, and then he just goes about his day.
Must have been my imagination.
Wow. I must have ate too much grapefruit for breakfast.
Why was there just a bite sound when he grabbed that pencil from him?
This is the fourth time we've seen him show up, like teleport somewhere. This is the Alpha teleports everywhere episode.
Whoa, he has a sleep machine too? Alpha's got all the tech. He's got a stun gun that freezes people.
Oh, see, they're pulling out all the stops because they don't have ranges now.
Now he's got a machine that takes
him
out of...
if I were Zordon, this is a thing we've not talked about.
That's pretty funny. They have the mustaches that Broken Skull drew on him.
If I were Zordon, oh, that's funny. As soon as time gets turned backwards, I would probably like bring in the kids and explain things to them, unless he's trying not to mess up the timeline or whatever. But like, it doesn't look like it is the same timeline because it couldn't be. So I don't really know. But I guess the question I'm trying to ask is, where are the power coins right now?
Yeah, are they still hidden?
Like, do they have them?
They're under Krispy Kreme, man.
Oh, that's a different thing.
Yeah, that's
the source of life itself, DJ. God, don't you know anything about Power Rangers, DJ?
Nope, I'm just here for the ride.
Well, we have other co-hosts for that. Okay, so yeah, because if they don't have the power coins, and somehow Zordon had them, I guess they must, because they used their colors. But you'd think that Zordon would just pick out the Rangers. Like, he's wasting his time, is what I'm saying. Like, what did he think was going to happen? What was he going to do?
Yeah. What? So Alpha just grew them back, but is everybody else still back in time?
I'm sure that will resolve somehow. But like, that shouldn't have just grown them back. They should move time back forward, right? But at least now there's precedent for the Billy thing later.
But if they kill this monster and it goes and it undoes the spell and goes back forward, will they now be really old because they're
yeah, exactly. Why are we watching this? This is stupid.
This makes no sense.
Why are we watching this?
Morphin Mania might be coming to a close pretty soon.
You only have so many years in your life. Like what are we doing?
Yeah, we need to start bringing topics of discussion and just talk about what we watched.
Yeah, we really do. You know,
time travel will not be.
Boxers are brief, DJ. Like, do you like fedoras or fezzes better? I
don't even know what a fez is. What is a fez? A feather?
No, it's a type of hat.
And is it the one with the feather? What is a fez?
It's like how do I explain it? It's kind of like square looking, and I'll find a picture of it.
Interesting.
I'll send you a picture of a
I guess by default I'm a fedora guy because I don't know what a fez is.
Yeah, sure.
I don't wear hats though. Well, I say that I'm wearing a hat. I don't wear a lot.
Yeah.
I don't.
No, it doesn't look like hat. It's more like cylindrical. I'm gonna send you a picture of it. It has a tassel.
It's very important.
Yeah, this is the kind of thing that we do here on Morphin Mania. We explain to DJ what hats are. That's a fez. Okay, that's what fez.
Oh yeah, definitely fez. Team fez all the way.
Team. I have always wanted to patent. This is my idea. Nobody steal it. I've always wanted to patent the fez the fez dispenser.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, wait, does it dispense fezzes or is it a Pez dispenser that looks like a fez?
Yeah, it spits out fezzes, you know.
Okay.
Saying you get a fez and you get a fez. That was awesome. Goldar goes, buddies, please, and they show up and he goes, thank you. They're having more fun with this stuff because it's so formulaic. It's like they're sick of making the show. They have to make it more entertaining for themselves. The best. That is probably my favorite Goldar scenes so far.
I don't know. Him and Zed and Serpentera when he's getting yelled at is pretty funny.
It's pretty funny. Yeah. But man, do I like, thank you.
So are you against the whole Kid Ranger thing? On principle? I'm not immediately against it. I know everyone hates Justin, but like the White Ranger is a kid in the Sentai, and no one freaks out about that.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like it's the Sentai, and there's different sensibilities over there, and like it's not surprising they did that. But here it's just it's because we start with an arbitrary rule of it has to be teenagers. That's what it is. It's weird that you would go with a kid for a couple of reasons, like. They maybe don't have enough experience with like life and stuff yet. I mean, you could say that about teenagers, but really you put like a 10, 11-year-old in a suit. But like the more practical concern of it, we're having this conversation with the Power Rangers, but like the more practical concern of it is stuff that actually they deal with in Turbo, which is he's going to be more of a liability. It's going to be harder for him to get out of the house and get away with running off by himself and stuff. Like, I don't know how a kid could really be a Power Ranger unless he was just living on the streets and had no parents. A homeless child Power Ranger might work okay, but
yeah, I don't know. Well, we don't know how old these Rangers are. Can they even drive yet anyway?
Well, yeah, but at least
they're a little bit older, but not by much.
Even if they're walking everywhere, but you could see like their parents giving them more independence. I just don't buy that with like a 10 or 11-year-old.
Yeah. I don't know. It's
more in the 90s than now.
It's kind of just me. Something I always love watching kids beat up adults. That's why I love the Three Ninjas movie so much.
Okay.
And there's this one movie. I don't know. Did you ever see Hannah?
No, I don't know what that is.
I really like that movie. It came out in 2011. Eric Bana's in it. It's about this little girl who was like trained from like a kid. She's like super awesome, and she like beats up a bunch of adults. It's like the only action movie I actually like.
I'm gonna do everything Tommy does with Musaba, because he was like. I'm gonna start mimicking his moves with Saba. I get really good with Saba.
We haven't been talking about this. This is kind of cool that she made another Red Dragon Zord to fight.
Anybody can make fun of me for being a kid watching Power Rangers, okay? Like, we're watching Power Rangers, you know?
Oh, yeah, you're so immature, Logan.
Yeah, but I'm being immature with the adult collector sword, okay? That is a cool monster, man. I really like that one.
Yeah, that it can recreate Zords. I don't think we actually had two suits, though, because I don't think we showed them at the same time.
Well, that was a really powerful monster, and we beat it a little bit too quick.
Well, they used the Thunder Saber. So
oh, okay, right.
It makes the lines. Well, they're jumping out of the Zord.
But I mean, it's really powerful because it can duplicate Zords, like you said, and then before that, it can make Polaroids and stick people in them, like Say Cheese and Die.
Is that a Goosebumps?
Baron, okay, yes, it is.
There you go.
You know what the sequel's called? Say Cheese and Die Again.
Oh.
Baron OKC says we only make fun of you for watching sports.
Yes.
Because it's this crowd. I talked about basketball on the last After Dark because screw you people. I want to talk about it. So I did.
Yes, I was totally kidding with you, by the way. But
I know, but I was having fun laying it on thick. And
yeah, which I will continue to do.
I knew you knew what I was doing. So.
The Rock of Time. That's the dumbest name of anything.
The Rock of Time. What should they have called it? The Time Rock?
At least the Stone at least sounds a little better. The Rock of Ages.
Is it going to go for like a Rock of Ages thing? That's what I was going to say, yeah.
Of course you were, because I was going to say it.
Right. Mm-hmm. Because when you watch this much Power Rangers with another person, you become the same person.
We're just going to join forces.
At the end of this, right, we're going to make Captain Planet. At the end of this, it's not going to be like I'm a ranger with my own color and DJ is a ranger with his own color. We morph simultaneously and we become a combined ranger. We're like Trey, except it's just two of us. So we're like duo of like Tuphoria.
The Triassic Ranger. We should do the Triassic Ranger.
The Triassic Ranger.
We would need a third
who's
person.
Just a Red Ranger with some other stuff going on.
Yeah, a little blue and.
Oh man, they brought him back.
Oh, we brought back the.
We're doing a lot of the same monsters in the last couple.
I think we're running out of Sentai footage, and because there's more episodes in this season than there is in the Sentai, so we're having to reuse monsters.
Yeah, but it always feels more epic when they do this. Even though they just raided a closet with all their monster costumes in it.
Is this the same episode? Why? This is weird that we're doing this.
Yeah, why are we doing all this? I mean. At some point, one of these rangers should say, so what time period are we in right now?
Yeah, what does this have to do with the time travel thing? You bring back the plant and the oyster monster?
Nothing. I guess the idea is Lord Zed's pulling out all the stops now because they beat his impossible to beat plan.
Maybe that's why they had to do it again, the time travel thing again. They're like, we did it so terribly. We need to do it better.
And they do it a little better, but it's still stupid.
It's at least fun because we have the Aquitian Rangers to watch.
Yeah, but I mean, while West Rangers does it again, like they do a lot of time travel.
Yeah. At least that one makes sense to actually go back in time, not de-aging.
Yeah, I don't know why we're doing this right now.
What if we did it the same way as this, where they just went back in time, or they just de-aged everybody so everyone was in the same classroom, but they were all wearing Western clothes?
Yeah, you go back to like the 1500s.
It's a really weird fight. They were just like dancing. Oh, here's the shot. Oh, she shot an arrow. That's something she doesn't usually do.
Yeah, she hardly ever does that. So the monsters are way too easy to beat. Why do we need more than one ranger? You just like pair them all up with a ranger versus a monster. Okay, well then why do we need 6 rangers to fight one monster?
That was a weird team up. It was like Aisha and Tommy against Goldar.
Especially you, Aisha. Good job.
Oh, that's the Rock of Time. This is this thing we've been seeing this whole time.
Okay. Yeah, they keep showing it like Surtur in the Thor comics. Because every now and again we go back to it. Doom. We haven't used this thing in a while.
Yeah, they use it to blow up.
Did you see that? It knocks him backwards. And I know you mentioned that the last time we used it, but like they were so off balance, it didn't look like they even aimed it. It's like any direction we shoot this in, it's going to go over there.
Yeah. Another perfectly good evil player.
Good one, Zed. Wait, what was that about your biscuits?
Yeah, I don't know. He said that last time. What is this biscuits thing?
That really burns my biscuits.
He said that in the Bookle episode too. I'm wondering what that is.
You need to stop questioning Lord Zed's vernacular and his.
Oh wow,
no, it's stupid.
This is like messed up. Alpha put them to sleep like forever ago, and they're still asleep.
And why is everyone? Oh, because of the Rocket Time thing. Is that what they did? They blew up the Rocket Time, and then.
Yeah.
Did Zordon tell them that's what would happen? Because I would be a little bit concerned about what would happen if you blew up the Rock of Time. I'll just put everything back to where it was before because a bad guy used it, and so that must be what it does.
So he remembers sending them in here when they were kids. It makes no sense. It's like literally they just de-aged them. Why do they call it time travel?
In what way was that time travel?
They
didn't even talk about the parent thing.
At least she used literally correctly.
So, I don't know what happened in those episodes, but I enjoyed them.
Yeah, we were looking forward to it, but they are terrible.
Immensely. You know what? They're awful, but I had lots of fun watching them. That wasn't hard to sit through.
Yeah, we actually found a lot of things to talk about.
Yeah. Do you agree, though? Like, that's one of those, it's terrible for Power Rangers, but I liked it.
Yeah, it's fun to talk about how ridiculous it is.
Well, folks, thanks a lot for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. This has been one of my favorite episodes of Morphin Mania. And we will see you again next time. DJ, we're going to do The Wedding. That's the next one. Rita comes back and drugs Lord Zed, and they get married. And that's the next one. So 3-parter for next time. For everybody watching live, it's going to be a week before we see you again. So not this coming Wednesday, but the Wednesday after. And look forward to it. And then we'll be right back to our normal Wednesday, Friday shooting. And I guess that's for you guys going to be next year. So Happy New Year to you. And happy still 2019 to everybody else. We will see you again next time. Thanks, DJ. Appreciate you, buddy.
Yeah, it was a great time. Had fun.
Once again, I was Captain Logan.
And I was DJ.
Bye, folks.